Michael Carter, I love Sean. I've forked over money for all his books. I've given him pasta recommendations, but my God, sometimes he's incredibly out of touch with the modern wrestling audience. Guilty as charged, Michael
You
Carter.
know, but at the same time, like, I appreciate the athleticism, but when I watch somebody come down there and throw punches like this before they send the guy off and do the athleticism, uh,
Who are we talking about?
wrestling.
Oh, just in general,
Yeah, just in general, like they
not
come down.
Jay.
No, when they just when
Oh,
they throw shit, really shitty, fucking just egg beater. Looks like you're beating eggs with a fucking whipper. Just
mhm. Yeah.
and then they just whip the guy off, and then they do some incredibly athletic move. It's just like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna fucking hit the fucking 2X.
Oh, I'm 100% with you, but look, I could appreciate. We'll stay on the USO thing for a second. I can appreciate like work rate. I hate the term, but it is what it is now, I guess. I can appreciate athleticism, work rate. I totally can. The difficulty in the physicality
See,
of that job. I'm not talking about any of that.
but work rate doesn't mean doing a bunch of moves. Work rate means telling a story. One of the best workers of all time was Hogan. He had a formula. You knew his formula. It was easy. It was like paint by numbers.
Mm,
It was always like if somebody tapped on his back and it was the baby face. He was a heel. He'd be like and he would wait so long before he turned around when he finally did like you watch him against The Rock in Toronto, and I
yeah,
mean, that's working.
that was great. But both of you got to give them both credit. I mean, they
I,
were.
I give him I give Dwayne, but at the same time, man, it's just like that was working. That's the work. The work isn't whether or not you can do it like land a moonsault. That tells me that you've either spent time on a trampoline, time in one of those rooms with the trampoline that you jump on a bunch of foam cubes. Like, because when I broke in, you guys didn't do that shit. There was three or four. Kid was the only guy I knew. Like, Michaels would do the flip off the top rope, but he would go up and just say, "Catch me, get a hand on me." He didn't know where the fuck he was going. So you had to kind of sell. As he was in the air, you had to turn and kind of meet him to make it look like you. But this shit of it being a six-man tag and a guy gets stopped and the other four guys are outside fighting and the guy ends up on the top rope and just happens to pirouette on top of the other four guys. Bye.
Mhm.
I'm gone.
Yeah, I've said to you before, like, did we forget we were selling the leg that you just climbed up to the top rope? Like
Well, yeah,
you limp for
yeah.
4 seconds and
If
then
you're
you
gonna
climb into
nitpick,
turnbuckles.
if you're
You
gonna
think that's
nitpick.
nitpicking?
No, I'm
Oh,
being
oh, you're being
facetious.
facetious. Okay, yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. Hey, I'm not done
No
with
such thing.
Raw. I wanted to talk to you about
Okay.
the
The
women's tag
El,
match,
El, El Stiffo tag
Al
match.
Stiffo tag match. I was
Liv, I've
mhm.
said how great Rhea was, but Liv is really a good worker, and she works her ass off. But man, she got used as a battering ram type. She got hard weighted, and then she made a save, and man, she got just a knee to it. Man, she got beat. That was a stiff. That was a stiff ass. Uh, and they beat them.
There was a save that
Yeah.
her
Oh
opponent made
fuck.
one time. She like
And
dove
she,
with both knees on
but
her.
yeah, but it was like a knee first,
Yeah,
like Tex or Ty Cobb from the 20s, sharpened spikes taken off the second baseman.
we're very far away from the fabulous Moolah, Velvet McIntyre, and Judy Martin women's
Yeah,
wrestling. We've
it's live, man.
it's the
Chicky,
biggest change in wrestling, I think, over the last few decades has been women's division competition. The most marked change. Here's some stills we're seeing from the contest. I'd never tell her she couldn't, but Jesus, if my daughter ever came in and said she was going to start training,
Some of these moves, like the Canadian Destroyer, every time somebody hits that, I never know who's supposed to sell it. It looks like it fucks up both people. You know, I was like,
that goes for so many wrestling moves over the years,
yeah.
though, bro.
So who's selling? Oh, the person on top selling. Oh, okay.
The suplex. Think about it. The
Just
damage quotient should be increasing for everybody on the top rope superplex. So that I was impressed by the stiffness there, and then we were talking about Logan before. The oh wait, no, I want to talk about the tag match too, the tag title match.
those guys are the perfect tag team champions.
I dig that whole vibe.
They look like two offensive linemen. They have a bunch of moves they do together. They've
Yeah,
grown on me.
I
They've
was
really
very
grown.
entertained by that match.
I didn't realize all they had to do was get rid of their shields.